Honestly, I love Mike. I love Mike.
All right, slow it down.
All right.
Take him on a date first, Harry. Buy him dinner before, but yeah, we got a banging game, and I can't wait to see if Entropiq can be that team to take down Na'Vi. They were the last one to do it on Nuke, and now already starting strong for Na'Vi. No surprise.
Wait,
look how much space they've
got. Boomich, bro.
Yeah,
Boomich, how have you done this? He's all the way.
Oh,
never mind, mate. Lackey is somehow one step ahead, but he has to give up some room at ramp, and those are some clean taps out of Lackey. But that's really all he can get away with. A little double. I really think like that's more than you could have expected out of the guy.
Wasn't ready for the flank.
No idea. Crad could deny that bomb plant, and he will with seconds to spare. He stops it going down. Simple will trade that out. And I tell you what, Simple and Bit are probably, you know, maybe the most terrifying twosome to go up against at times. Oh, Forrester sees one of them. The bomb's going down over in the site. And Forrester, they're looking at peeking together, but Bit is wiped out, wiped clean. It's all on Simple now to try and see this round through. It was meant to be looking good for Na'Vi, but some well-placed shots here and there, and now Forrester, just the king, still to beat. Simple, couple of missed shots, and Forrester is going to lock it in. It's Entropiq finding that pistol round, and considering the kind of space that Na'Vi had, how good it was looking, what with Simple getting down through Secret, the ramp push, the hell flank from Boomich, that looked destined to be a Na'Vi round. And yet, everyone on Entropiq just steps up. Crad, huge kill denying the bomb plant, right? He might have only got one, but he bought so much time for those rotations. He threw that whole round into disarray. Obviously, Lackey deserves a shout out for not only being ready for the wrap round, but also, you know, catching that second player in at ramp.
Yeah, you have to give props to the Observer for staying on, you know, a player versing Simple in a 1v1 and still getting it right. You know, that's a hard call to make. Simple losing his 1v1 to start the map, and Entropiq steal a pistol away. Deegs are out for the boys, but it's only a half buy. You get a bomb plant, you don't fall by Na'Vi. I don't want to say rattled. I don't want to be an armchair psychologist, but waiting a little bit. Elian is going to make Simple wait longer. Back in the lobby as he takes down that scout outside. They picked it up. Elian is now on a more aggressive angle. They're going to flash in, and Elian, it's actually a smoke landing in credit, is going to have to back up, pick a new spot. Lackey aggresses up, and he drops the scout a second time around. Entropiq looking like an easy round for them here. It's only Deagles now. Electronic just cycling this gun through every man. But can he find a kill? Will it be given over? Lackey's scared of B. I mean, always got to watch your back against Na'Vi on the T side of this map. It helped him out on the pistol, at least. Elian still painting them thin with damage. Na'Vi just want these fights, man.
Yeah, they're doing all this chip damage, but it's like, is it going to amount to anything, right? Like, you've tagged a couple of these dudes up, you're trading the scout back and forth, and so that's going to make a world of difference. I sometimes find myself, you know, like, believing extreme amounts in Bit and what he's capable of. But it shouldn't happen, and especially not after... Oh, okay.
Still right. Not around, though,
right.
Come on.
Come on now, boys. Electronic and Bit, in they come.
Ooh.
Electronic's going to trade that out. Making it costly, at least. Right? They bring a couple of players down. That could have been a very clean round for Entropiq, so you'll take the bit of damage that you do. But Entropiq do find that conversion. That's a nice little start for the Entropiq squad. Yeah. As mentioned, it was these guys that are responsible for Na'Vi not having an even bigger streak on Nuke. So I think it's a real sign of confidence that they left this as the final map. Coming into this, you know, me and you were talking before the cameras were on, before the mics were live, and we were kind of memeing about, oh yeah, Entropiq, they're on a 3-map win streak here. And then it's like, well, yeah, I don't know if you heard about Na'Vi's win streak, but it's a little bigger. Hell, man, I think if anyone could do it, it's the people who have done it before.
Yeah, and it's another CIS team where we know Na'Vi have certainly had problems in previous RMR events.
Dude, they've forced it again here.
Well, you know, they only half bought. They were planning to buy here anyway. They were just maybe hoping for a bomb plant a little bit more. And, ooh, Electronic tagged early, checking close silo. Elian's trying to get out, and he just does as they cross red. I don't think he realizes how deep Na'Vi have gotten. But now with the smoke down, the awareness is there. We're going to drop lower from ramp. Give up yard. Hope you don't get hell wrapped. Pray. But luckily, Lackey can move in to watch that instead. Elian scopes up with a scout on ramp and, on his own. We still have a heavy setup on this top site. So Na'Vi are waiting for aggression that's never going to get given to them, defaulting in lobby while Electronic holds secret. But good reservation from Entropiq. Forrester's the only one who's in harm's way, but he can also activate when this ramp push comes in and backstab them. Good flashes. Elian tries his luck, but it won't connect. He's just trying to stall them out for the flank right now. Lucky got to give it up. Blind and Molotov. This is all on Forrester right now. He's got to make something happen off of the flank, but he's holding off on lobby. Na'Vi going to go back. They could walk into him. They're trading positions, and Lucky re-aggresses. He's looking clean.
Oh, yeah.
Back in hell right now. 2 kills, and they get out. Forrester got spotted. Oh, messy spray gets the job done, but a 2-on-4 with 20 seconds. No fear from Crad.
Oh my god, yeah, Crad wraps the squeaky player, and Lucky's back on it again, mate. Lucky ramp hold is looking damn fine, right? Starts the pistol up with a double. That round there, he goes on a tear. And, you know, he's not just, you know, playing ramp. He's actually like the rotation player, right? He's the guy coming in to support ramp, to head outside. And he's hitting all the timings perfectly so far. He's constantly keeping Na'Vi guessing as to where he's going to appear from. The ramp player falls away. Lucky then uses that space, you know, that idea that they've heard the ramp player rotate out to surprise them with a really late peek in through hell, right? Ramp had been lost for a good while there when he's swinging into it. Yeah. And it's at the point where Na'Vi are almost, you know, discounting that position.
Respect, you know? Blade talked about in the post-match interview after Namiga took them the full 30, and he said, hey, I think, you know, we found that interesting because Namiga got 16-4 by Spirit on Nuke earlier, and he said that, hey, maybe they just know how we play better on this map and not so much Spirit. And I think that's true, right? Every CIS team looks up to Na'Vi. That's why we make this comment of Na'Vi having troubles here, because everyone's watching your demos. Everyone's, you know, prepping the #1 team in the region and the world. And so these kind of things can play up against you. So Entropiq, they're certainly going to be prepped for this matchup. They're certainly going to know what Na'Vi like to do. And right now they're showing what they can. Boomich catches Lackey, getting aggressive outside. This is a gun picked up, but going no further. Only the pistols remain and not much health on them. Quick tap. And Entropiq looking warmed up, and they're not looking like they respect Na'Vi. That could go a long way. We'll see how this turns out. 4-0 up right now for Entropiq, and a slow start out of the gate for Natus Vincere. But they've got to buy, and anything is possible.
Needs to sound a bit more like oomph.
Yeah, anything is possible.
There we go. That's more like
yeah, it's true.
Because anything is possible. Right? Like in theory, a tiny meteorite could come through the studio right now and just wipe me out. Could happen. Probably won't. Oh God! Imagine if I cast the curse that into existence. That would be cool. Electronic outside.
Oh, okay. I said they weren't giving respect, but that's one step too far. You also got Team Flash. The Flash went in front of him. He looked down, but I don't think it did that much to help.
No, that was a bit of a weird one. Yeah, maybe you're just expecting, like, you try to have the read that you're like, yeah, they're not going to be playing aggro outside this round. Well, you know, sometimes the nature of those kind of coin flip maneuvers is that you're on the receiving end of a bad time. Regardless of that, right? Regardless of the early opener for Na'Vi, Entropiq have done a really good job of trading this back into a 3-on-3. This could have very easily steamrolled out of control, and I think versus a lot of other teams, it would.
I like this play for Boomich. He's got an position. He's telling his team to go back lobby, and they're going to group for an A split here. Now, the timing is weird. Krad's seen outside. He's seen nothing, but he catches Boomich just behind going in. Elliot up the vent. Do you realize, mate, you're stuck between a rock and a hard place? They're on either side, and there's nowhere to go, nowhere to hide. Krad's going to get that finishing blow on Boomich, and Forrester does not want to let them get down the vent. The bomb does, but the bodies will fall. Simple trades, and he can't clutch it out again. It's Entropiq to find a fifth. These reads have been immense. That's a bit bonkers for Elian. Feels like the comm comes in too late. He's already committed to his vent climb. But despite that, Na'Vi still can't convert the round. This is an impressive gameplay from Entropiq. It
really is, isn't it? Yeah. It really is.
We like what we're getting.
I mean, obviously, right? Like, the way that this group, at least, is shaped up is you just have 3 teams up at the top that are flawless, and then you have the 3 guys down at the bottom that, well, aren't, needless to say. And Entropiq are up there right now, alongside Na'Vi and Spirit. Hell, man, a win here versus Na'Vi, that would leave Entropiq feeling real good in terms of their chances of getting out of the group. It's really not one that Na'Vi can afford to falter in either. You know, it's not just streaks they're trying to keep intact. They want to have another good placing here, but it's not looking good for them. Krad with a double. Sure, Simple and Bit coming with a kill apiece, but it's still this 2-on-2 where you are very low. You don't have a lot of utility to make this happen either. Entropiq beat you on that front as well. They're going to have to look for answers elsewhere. And if they went towards ramp now, they know about this AWP over towards A. Still unsure as to where Lackey is, and Elian will shut Simple out of the round. Perfecto's left all on his lonesome, trying to make this A play happen, and I imagine a part of that is because you've largely seen Lackey over towards Hell, right, leaning towards ramp. Look at the aggression, bro. Na'Vi are expecting way too much respect, and they're not getting given any of it. The lobby push, the wrap onto Perfecto, and that's like the last thing you're expecting. You're going, nah, they're not going to overplay their hand in the 2-on-1, because that's how you lose a 2-on-1, right? Well, just ask Team Liquid, you know, sometimes taking a little peek or two might be the way. They locked that one in, they put a stop to that clutch attempt before it even really has legs on it.
Yeah, that's felt like a lot of these rounds, right? We've had, you know, potential 1v2s, 1v1s out of Na'Vi that usually maybe they'd win, but right now it's a cold start for Na'Vi, and Entropiq are just flowing right now. They know they have nothing to lose. They are expected to be losing this game. They're expected not to be breaking the 14-map win streak of the #1 team in the world, but that's all the more reason to play your hearts out. You know, Entropiq coming into this game are going, guys, just 4 months ago, we beat Na'Vi on this map. We were the last team to do it. What more inspiration, what more motivation could you possibly need? Let's do it again. And so right now they're making a great case for it. It's early in the day. Don't count out Na'Vi at 06. Don't be foolish. But it's not a bad start.
No, and the thing that's scary is, like, outside of, you know, maybe that, like, one weird outer push from Nickelback that just felt like, you know, a coin toss kind of play, everyone's looking really good individually. Like, there's not an identifiable weak link so far. The reads have been there, the coolings look good. In terms of this AWP outside, Elian has been a menace, man. I don't envy anyone going his way anytime soon, even if it is Simple on the other side. A lot of these rounds so far hasn't donned an AWP. Money isn't there to even bring one out if you wanted to. And Elian's keeping it very, very mobile. You know, he's like gone for the simple CT AWP style, constantly trying to keep you guessing. You last heard that AWP firing outside. Well, now it's pushing lobby, mate, along with this ramp hold. So ramp is no longer the area you're looking to hold on to, mate. You want all the rewards. You want all the glory. And they're taking lobby away from Na'Vi.
Dude, Elian missed his follow-up shot, and Lackey still gets that swing out of the back of the lobby from Bit. There's no way he should have grabbed that kill. But even so, magic has happened. And Boomich, he may be on a little rap to heaven. Electronics getting flanked as well. If he starts to make noise, he's going to get heard. He's got to keep creeping as Boomich gets into position. This flank from Nickelback is everything right now. Even with Boomich in heaven and Simple timing the A site, the split is dead in one aspect. Electronic gone. Boomich shows his hand. Simple runs out A, but he loses the bomb. And Forrester doubles up. It feels like there is no weak link right now for Entropiq as they go 7-0 up against Na'Vi.
Like we all expected, right? Like, don't get me wrong, because I've been burned one too many times coming into exclusively CIS events and going, yeah, Na'Vi should have this. Like, you know, we know how that goes. And also Entropiq are like one of these teams that are on the cusp of trying to move into tier 1, right? And so there's like a lot riding on them here, not just in terms of, you know, getting to the major, but also I think just to showcase that you can take down the best in the region, the best in the world, for crying out loud.
And on the flip side for Na'Vi, you know, you can always
there's
make the
less
caveat.
riding on it.
Well,
right?
yeah, you can make the caveat like, oh yeah, Na'Vi already at the major, you know, whatever. That's not going to stop them from playing. You know, you want to keep your ranking points. You want to keep
you want legend
your streak. Yeah, you don't want any reason to not perform. When you're #1, you want to stay there, and that can be the hardest part because all everyone's doing is trying to knock you down.
Yeah. And that's especially true, like, whenever, like, I think that is the main reason that whenever you get these CIS events especially, like, it does feel like Na'Vi struggle the most. And it's like, well, the reason is, when you're a CIS team, who are you going to look at to kind of, like, base your counters off, to base a lot of your protocols off? It's Na'Vi, obviously. You know, I saw some folks asking questions about that, like, oh, why does it look like they do struggle at these events? It's because everyone's prepping for you, and you're not really prepping super hard for everyone else. You're trying to play your own game, right?
shouldn't have to prep for, you know, the lower echelons of your region, but even so, you know, it's a caveat. Everyone always says, oh, play your own game, hit your shots. But it is true at the end of the day. You don't want to get in your own head by anti-stratting opponents that you should be able to beat on merit alone. But right now, Na'Vi are having trouble. Deeg's out, looking for Apex. Very safe setup now in this anti-eco. Forrester almost caught, but the cover is there from Crowd and Nickelback. And bit down B means nothing with a bomb loose on the top site. He'd rather die before the time expires. And they'll grant him that at least. Flawless. 5 alive round for Entropiq. And they're keeping it clean, Harry.
Now, maybe this is a jinx. Maybe this is a casting. And it probably is. And I'm trying to save the matchup a little bit.
All right.
But imagine. If, just run with me down this road.
I'm running.
Moment,
I'm
right?
sprinting.
Yeah. Running shoes on. Trainers on. Imagine that Entropiq don't just break the streak. Imagine
why would you say it? Why would you say, all right, Na'Vi about to win the first round, folks. Na'Vi fans, get ready. That's what happens. You're playing a pug, you're 10-0 up, you say, what if we 16-0?
And then you
lose a round.
14.
Yeah, you just lose a round at least. So if it were ever going to happen, it's right here, right now. Let's see what Na'Vi have got. Creeping, crawling outside with numbers.
This round could be like a case study of the caster's curve.
Yeah, let's see if it's true. Let's see if it's apparent. Now, this is a nice round, but they are running into the top performer, Ellie Orb, down below. And this guy is quite the fast-fingered
but you
folk.
can just feel the uncharacteristic whiff to come in now.
Electronic
right?
to pre-fire headshot him. No, oh dear.
Oh my God, Elliot, run! They're coming his way, and he does fall.
What have you done?
Overrun, maybe. Lackey's trying to hold on, trying to make a bit of a name for himself, but Perfecto sidelines him.
This is your fault, Harry.
And, well...
Take full responsibility.
I'm sorry.
You said 16-0. Yeah. Why did you do it?
I said
8-0. That's not even close.
Yeah, and
it's halfway there.
If you ever needed proof that the caster curse is real and everything we say has a direct implication on the game at hand, this is it.
Exactly. For crying out loud, Harry, why did you do this? I was loving this game. It was great fun. Now you've just broken it. Now you've turned it off. But it's good to see Na'Vi waking up. About time, getting around.
Pro CS is actually just like, you know, a very advanced deep learning AI that pays attention to what the commentators are saying. That's why when Alex and Chad said, you can't win Pro League like this.
Yeah, well, actually he can.
The program went, well, actually.
Yeah.
Actually,
watch him win Pro League like this. Yeah. And nature is healing. Reality is back on the plate. 1 round for Na'Vi. It's a slow recovery. It's a slow start, but...
I wouldn't even call it a recovery.
No, yeah, maybe the wrong word. It's about time.
Yeah. It's like, you know, if you were to compare it to another recovery, let's say roadside recovery, this is the, you know, you've picked up the phone and you've Googled the number for the AA, you know, like, is that what it is? Or is that Alcoholics Anonymous?
It's both.
Yeah, that's confusing.
Yeah,
I would ring both as well if I've like wrecked my car.
You crash, maybe it's related.
So I can't drive, so I would really be in big trouble.
Yeah, maybe just ditch the ride.
Put someone else in the driver's seat. My fault. Sides there, dead. Jesus. Right, 8-1. Na'Vi got their first on the board. In case you missed it, now Simple's done in the AWP as well. We get to have that head-to-head of him and Elian, and with Elian firing on all cylinders right out of
that last round, because
he
did say that he was going to miss the shot, and then he did.
Yeah. This is it, man. This is it. It's going to be cool. Can Entropiq right their wrongs immediately? You know, are they going to let that 1 round spiral out of control? This is a true test now.
Alrighty. Perfect on the board as well with his first kill. Ooh, the spam through door, gotta watch out for that. Doors off, smokes in, Perfecto holds for aggression, and yeah, it's fair enough. Na'Vi have seen a lot of mid-round pushing from Entropiq. Now, the AWP for Simple, not exposed to Elian right now. He's holding back Garage, and he will reset. Ooh, bit of util dropped on the roof, huh? Was that Simple's util from earlier? Like, he dropped it, and knowing if he died on silo, someone else could go and get it. Because when you die, you only drop 1 grenade. Yeah. If you drop all your util, you can go and get it. Yeah, that's smart.
Yeah, I've even thought about that. Like, you know, in theory, if you like got mollied into a corner, you know you're screwed. You could just like, you could just go, drop everything.
Yeah, maybe. Not your smoke there, you should probably throw it on the ground. No,
yeah, I mean, if you have one of them, right, like, you just throw it at that point. Ooh, electronic with the opener. Yeah, tiny little gap in that smoke. You know, happens to the best of them and the rest of them as well. Little ramp push coming in. Lackey's got to duck out of there. He can't hang around and fight for this like he likes to. Elian, though, will reclaim the 4-on-4, dealing with that secret lurk. And look at this rotation to the lowest side of the map. Entropiq, well, they had 3 here, and now they've actually Left just Lackey.
All you need.
Yeah, but he's going to do his best to hold the line, puts up one. Now those rotations are coming back into lower. That must feel like a bit of a shame, because you were... Oh, the wallbang. Oh my god. It was close. No cigar.
Retakes on, though. You got kits, you got reason to believe, you've got a bit of money left up. His first kill is everything, though. Double set in the window, and there's the kill from Bit. That might just send you out of the round. You don't even know where anyone else is, and they're all huddled together for warmth. Window bound, Simple spotted. Crad can't finish the job. He might even get swung from his teammates. The cover is there, keeping Simple healthy. Now, he might die to the bomb at this point unless he begins to run, but Entropiq don't want to make the same mistake, and they get out of there with their weapons. Run, Simple, run. He should just be fine. Right at the end, Na'Vi find a second. And that one round, Harry, that one round, it's warmed Na'Vi back in, perhaps.
Yeah. And, you know, I'm proud to announce that I got my moderate fee from Na'Vi for putting the curse on. By the way, that's a joke. I feel like I have to accent it with that.
Reddit threads will be made.
No, they will, dude.
We'll be asking for your head.
The thing that... Okay. Oh, I can never get over the one that you got, where, like, that guy was hell-bent on this idea that you actually have some, like, wizard power over what happens in the server. It's insane.
I know, he's fully on the money.
Yeah.
Absolutely right. Get with the times, buddy. AXQ, we haven't seen many of them for Na'Vi. They have been locked out. We've been seeing triple top almost every round for Entropiq with this AWP floating and Lackey playing ramp. Now, Boomich is out behind the vent. Forrest is in the hut, nothing new, and the flash does nothing to Crab, but the spray is not pretty. Forrester stops Perfecto in his tracks, and he turns around for a double. Can he stop Simple? No. Tech 9, one bullet is all he needs, and he sees a man get out, but he doesn't know about the Heaven player. Tech won't help you there. Lackey's spamming, blinded though, and now Alien in the sight. They know about him. AWP, Nickelback's on the flank, and he shut down the round with no help needed. 9-2. That's why we haven't seen the A-hits for Na'Vi. Entropiq have been locking them down round after round.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's nice to see that they are able to finally come through with another round, right? Because you get a bit worried when Na'Vi chain together too. You're going, oh, is this the momentum switch up? Big little smoke hide from Nickelback. And obviously, you know, the AWP just hanging back in the sight on Ellie. He's doing a standout job of just buying time, you know, being a nuisance and giving Nickelback the room to actually get that round over the line. You know, even though Na'Vi have tried their best to stumble back to their feet, it shouldn't take a genius to figure out that they're really not out of the woods yet, and they're a long way from it. Even if they're able to scrape together a few more rounds here, is that going to be enough come that second half? Well, we'll have to wait and see, but if this continues in this fashion, you know, if Entropiq are able to, for example, win this round and start to ruin the money of Na'Vi once again, even with that loss bonus eventually.
For 3.
Yeah, right. And that's a scary spot to be in. Not at all where you would have put Na'Vi in this matchup. I think even if you were going, yeah, Entropiq could do it, you were probably anticipating a much closer scoreline than this out of the gate.
Absolutely crazy. Yeah, we saw Namiga take Na'Vi to 30 rounds to the full distance, and now this is one step better. Perfecto, he's been waiting here every round, and he's finally going to profit from that hold. Lackey walks the smoke. Entropiq still want to try and flex their muscles a little bit. It looks silly, but Entropiq have gotten away with so much. It makes sense. However, nothing going on outside. You could only presume Na'Vi were sat back in the lobby as they have been. That's fine. 4v5, not the end of the world, but also Na'Vi teed up for another round. Is it going to be that A split with Electronic lurking main? He's gotten a lot of position outside behind this spot. Mollying secret might give it away as well. Full Execa smokes down. Electronic's going to go through, and so will Crad into the door smoke. As it fades, he finds one. Electronic is waiting for his time to strike, and the AWP is cut off by that Exec from Na'Vi. But if it fades, then Electronic's going to be hard-pressed to get into main. Re-smokes are in. Will stall the clock for Na'Vi, but they're fine with low time. It's nothing new. When will Electronic activate? That is all this round is relying on right now. Na'Vi have nothing else. He might just be this backstab. Seems like Door's going first.
Yeah, flash set up for Simple. Trying to get Boomich out into the open. Electronic now splitting in, and oh, it's a perfect little culmination of that. You know, the timing's hit just wonderful. They burn out the CT vent player, and while he's just roasting alive, knowing that he can't peek, that's where he's calling for support from his teammate. You know, like, I need help at door, I need to swing this, and that draws the attention away from main. Lets Electronic hit that lovely little timing.
They waited so long with nothing going on outside. The Alien, who was at one point holding behind main, you know, waiting for that occurrence, he had to leave and go to ramp because they were 4v5, right? They lost Lackey early, and so Entropiq were lacking info, lacking position, and the AWP, you can't wait forever if outside is so dead, and that's exactly what Electronic knows. So nice timing play from him. And Na'Vi, they've still got it.
Yeah, and you know, like, there is still a world, but they can 6-9 the half. And if they do that, suddenly I'm a lot less worried. And they've also taken a big step in that direction. You know, we mentioned the chance that Na'Vi could have had their money to kind of turn to tatters, but that's now the case for Entropiq. They've got this AWP. That's pretty much the extent of what they're bringing into this round. You know, they try to throw the aggression in early here, and I can't say I blame them. For the most part, their reads on when to aggress, what they can get away with has been pretty perfect, but I think Na'Vi are starting to put that together now as well, right? And they're also starting to get a better feel for where players like Alien or Lackey, who have been very, very mobile in this game, where they're going to be and when, and what they're able to get away with as a result. I like the auto shotgun pickup, right? You take that to top hut, mate. If you get one kill, you've made your money back pretty much. He's
been inside hut everywhere.
Yeah, so Forrest is looking to have a great time of things. I can't wait to see how that pans out.
Dropped over by Crad, who's left with 1,700. It's still an eco. It's still a weird one, but Forrest has made the call and Crad believes. Teamwork makes the dream work, Harry. And so let's see how this shotgun
And believing in the call is what's important, right? The call can be bad, but if everyone does it, it can work out. It's when you go, well, actually, I think we should do this. No.
Let me call over your call.
Yeah.
That will surely work.
I know you've just come up with this whole thing, but sit down for a moment.
Everyone's doing something different.
Alien.
Oh, they're going to open the door.
Yeah, they're going to open the door, and then he's going to... Nice! That is a lovely little wombo combo, right?
Not expecting an AWP to open the door. Bit didn't think he was peeking an AWP. And yoink, thanks for the AK, buddy. I'm out of there like a light. You know lobby's clear, or at least you think lobby's clear. Na'Vi are just getting back inside. Oh my god, inside, on top, about... Crad is on the roof. He is right behind Na'Vi. Electronic, again, lots of position outside, but this might not matter if Crad can just knife Simple. He doesn't want to drop off and make noise, so he'll go for the silent, smooth ladder stall.
Oh, but if...
He's flanking outside. They saw nothing lobby. They think it's clear. Na'Vi just got here and they've walked the entire way. Crad doesn't know, and he won't find Electronic either, who is hiding out in his hidey hole, pitched a tent. They think they're down secret right now, and Elian's going, guys, I see nothing here. Where the hell are Na'Vi?
This must be, you're thinking, like, are they in T4?
Oh, they're all
and now they realize, Aki's like, oh my god, they did hit the timing. Electronic hears these rotations down secret as well.
Yeah,
and once you've heard that, they are not going B anymore. They've heard two sets of footsteps. This is where the auto shotgun's going to have to do a lot. Forrester, this is either your creme de la creme moment, or this is the fall of this A bomb site. Nickelback has rotated in. They're dropping. No way! Dropping! Crad's got the knife out! Oh my god! Simple loves to do this, but he's getting a taste of his own medicine. He's going to try and go down the vent anyway. You madman! Simple gets his revenge, but there's no time. Surely he's running into B. 5 seconds. Oh my god, he taps him out. But it is still the round for Entropiq on what was like... To call that a partial buy feels disingenuous. That was an AWP and an auto shotgun.
Nothing else.
And that was really it. Like... My mind is blowing.
I mean, I don't know how it would have gone if they walked.
Knife kill, bro.
I don't know how it would have gone if they walked there anyway. But this is not what you want if you're Na'Vi. You've just given the bang.
That is so poetic as well, because like Simple is the king of being a little crime lord in the vents, trying to get away with knives. And it's like, oh yeah, well.
Now you're just confused. Now you're just shocked. But yeah, the realization came in that okay, we lost ramp, but they haven't dropped B yet. And even though Entropiq panic rotated lower, as maybe they should have, those secret players just sat in vent and waited. Crowd went back up after the knives, and Simple slipped the net and went down right after him. But it didn't matter. It didn't mean a thing. He had to get a default plant, or he was dead. There's Lackey with the AWP, dropping the bomb. Big info. Haven't seen much ramp play for Na'Vi in this map, other than, you know, taking it and faking it. Rare to drop lower, and that AWP will confirm that. That will keep them out. Crad again, the aggression. Bit's got the AWP. Is he ready? No! Bomb dropped for a second time in the round, and a 5-on-3 for Entropiq. They are playing fantastic Counter-Strike right now, and Na'Vi are ruffled. Electronic, it doesn't matter that he's in Garage for a 9th time at this point. Elian might see him cross, and even if he doesn't... Oh, the crouch. Okay. Okay, Electronic. Now we're cooking with gas.
All right, okay. But now they know. Now they know. That's half the battle, right? Knowing is half the battle. But the other half of the battle, it's the battle. And Elian needs to win that. Oh my God, he doesn't want to go and chase this in case there's more players outside. Like, he doesn't know about garage.
So weird.
So this is like a really weird, you know, he hits it. Electronics sideswiped by the AWP and CT, and that threat that was lurking in the back line is now removed. Shooting gallery for Elian, but they get by, they get down, and they're down to Clown. Boomich and Perfecto in towards B. Oh, it's team damage, and now they're both on 9 points of health, courtesy of Perfecto. Time's running out, and the AWPs tear him down. There's one at ramp, but there's one behind you, and it's Entropiq up onto 11. This is a blinder of a CT side out of this squad right now.
Yeah, Na'Vi are getting their feathers ruffled, plucked out of them while they're still alive. I can't believe it. Elian is still ready for Electronic after 20 seconds of hiding. The team dink down lower, and even just how the round starts. Just, you know, you get a 5-on-4, and that's when Na'Vi should be, you know, expecting a little more passive play, you know, Entropiq to turtle up in bomb sites. Nah, Crad just walks through door for the 9th time, gets away with murder again. Oh dear. Now you've got mollies on roofs, you're trying to make smokes bloom, and Na'Vi have at least, I don't know where it's landed, but it hasn't landed how they want. So that's information. Oh, it's come down late. Seems like it did connect eventually. Forrester doesn't care. It's all an A hit. It's all a ruse anyway. And clean headshots from the AK are going to lock this half in the favor of Entropiq. Unless Simple has anything to do or say about it. Electronics grabbed a kill as well on the Heaven rotate. And now it's Lackey in the clutch.
Below, there's one. Oh no! Simple's gonna flick back up, almost caught with his pants down, but it will be 4 at the end of that half for Na'Vi. Entropiq are giving us one hell of a game, and they're looking to break Na'Vi's 14-map win streak here on Nuke.
A Danish Viking known by the name of Zonic once said that 11-4 halves were the most dangerous in Counter-Strike, and up against potentially the most dangerous team of the entire tournament of the world right now in 2021. Na'Vi are down, but they're not out. Entropiq, the last team to beat this roster on the map of Nuke 4 months ago. Na'Vi have since gone on a 14-win streak. It looks like it could be broken today in the CIS RMR here at IEM Fall. We're going to have to see if that's apparent or if Na'Vi can pull the comeback of a lifetime.
Yeah, it's not going to be easy, not with Entropiq looking this good. A pistol round could decide your fate, or at least it might feel like it. It's a little A-pop here from Entropiq. They've mollied the hot room. Oh, how's it taste of your own medicine? Brad. Oh my God, stop!
Why?
Stop facing him!
What did you expect?
It went so well for Perfecto last time when he tried to be the guy to do that. And, well, that'll be an AWP in the second round, if I had to guess, so that's interesting. Electronic, he really wanted revenge. And when you go into the vent, it's not just Electronic there. Simple was in it as well from the get-go. Oh. These vents, they're in the... I don't know where I was going with that, but, you know, it's like Among Us.
It was the other way around, yeah.
You know, I meant to say they're in the vents, and then I said the vents, they're in the...
They're full of bodies. You'd think, right? After Crad gets sniped, you think that the second player would go like, yeah, I probably shouldn't go down the vent.
Yeah. I mean, that's like a real Sigma male mindset, you know? Like, homie just hops in there like, I got this, but then doesn't got this.
Yeah, no second round or probably a wise choice. Electronic, yeah.
I think it was the only play, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, well, it's full Glock, so I'm kind of glad they didn't do it. This is a bonkers game, and the comeback may have just begun. Simple, too many targets, but he's got the flicks, and he's got some shots. He will die. There's a gun to be given over. Elian, yes! A fifth knife in the vent today.
Do it again. Do it again.
You could have got it with a knife, man.
You could have got it with a knife. Elian, believe.
5 knives in the vents.
What?
It's just a game at this point. It's just a bit of fun.
It's like a mini game on the side, you know. It's like Red Dead Redemption, right? Like, oh, I got to go play a game of poker to get to the next mission. Oh, I got to go knife kill some dudes in a vent to unlock the B side.
You could have gone for the bomb plan. Why give your team $800 when you can take 1,500? Now that's trading.
That's trading right there.
If you don't laugh, you'll cry, but then you should laugh again. Oh my goodness, this is entertainment, folks.
Moment's already in the vents. Come on, buddy.
Nah, he's going all the way down. He's going down to Pound Town, getting ready for the secret cross. The smokes are down. Simple's told them to watch out. Nade is good, and the spam doesn't connect. Not a kill. Simple will finish the job started by the nade, and Crad drops Electronic. He sees the tracers. That's why you want an A1S in your hand. Simple knows better than most. Tried the AUG out last round. Now he's got a new gun to play with. Elian's still Krieging it. That bonus money goes a long way.
How many more are we going to get?
I don't know.
5. I mean, like, why stop there, you know?
We need a vent cam, a permanent vent cam to always be ready.
Jamie, bring that up on the screen real quick.
Secret Boost is going to find nothing, but look at this late look. If you try and go secret, Simple, you're going to get caught. He spotted Forrester, though. Dink down. Forrester, get out of there. You won't get a second chance. A1S does 90. Boomich is still B. You want to swing those doors open. You got to watch out on what's on the other side. Flash is swapped and then ready to go.
Yes. Now Crad's got that Molotov.
It was broken from range. They don't know Boomich is close. Window.
But they're going up secret. This is looking like a ruse. And, well, Boomich is midair when he kills Crad there, so not really much you can do. Perfecto, quiet game, and it will continue. Falls silent when they needed him the most. Simple is now going to hold on to this A-bomb site. Hold on, he shall. And with the lobby cleared, Simple had a little more room, but only for a moment. Elliot needs the plant, and they're going to try and rush him down. They're going to try and rush that planter to lock in a 7th. Na'Vi, you've pissed them off with those vent knives, and they're out for blood.
Yeah, they're out for a lot of it. Entropiq, all they're saying into you speakers, guys, don't throw, okay? Look, we did 11-4, don't throw now. Don't lose this game. That would hurt. But Na'Vi, they're here to inflict pain, not receive it. Not anymore. They've had enough backstabs for the day. I mean, the counter is 3-2 in favor of Entropiq. So
that's true.
Right now, they're winning the game and they're winning the quest.
Vent drop, I dare you. Oh, hang on, wait, what util? Oh my god, we have smoke double flash. Oh no, but with the molly, that kind of screams an A play in my eyes.
Look, people are going to start in the vents in some rounds. No one's going down anytime soon. Yeah, there's the vent.
I knew ESL would be sitting on a vent cam. I knew they would have one. The Observer team here, they're brilliant, man. They're massive nerds. Like, every little contingency has been taken into account. Like
permanent vent cam. No one's in, no one's out, no one's going down. It's just this A hut rush. Keep away from the door now. And Perfecto, quiet game, but he's warmed up, he's woken up, and he's looking for an ace. He's not going to get it. Simple runs through the main smoke, but no complaints here for Na'Vi. They find a lovely free eco on that A site. Now the guns come out. Now things get exciting once again.
Yeah, that's a nice feel-good round for Perfecto as well, right? They might have only been like pistol armor players, but that A-bomb site could have got overran, and yet he holds his own by putting up all those kills, and like, he's had a really rough time of it so far. He had a really rough time of it. So, you know, a little round to remind you that, oh, I can wreck these guys. You know, sometimes that's all it takes. The Observers are showing off now. I love it. We're like flying through the legs of players. Give me a little spin. I know you guys are sitting on little spins. What have we got? Oh, look at this! Oh.
It's Nuke, not Vertigo.
Oh man, that's sick. That's sick. I feel like I can request anything, and someone, admittedly, probably panicked. It's like, oh my god, run the camera that no one's asked for, and they're like designing it live on the fly. But man, nothing's too much.
Yeah, you got too much power here, Harry. Someone cut the mic off. All right, we're back in. Another gun round. A quick pause for Entropiq to try and get ready for an important round. Na'Vi can close the gap very quickly with this gun round. You at least want to get a bomb plant, but you're not planning for failure. You're planning for the win. Elian looking for that pick outside. Simple's in front of the garage smoke. Trying to find the same thing. Nothing to be seen. Electronic dinked by Lackey, but he's still going to get away with a kill. Elian is just not giving it up. He's still scoped back garage. Simple will get out of there for safety. And Electronic darts away from the smoke. You got a 5-on-4. Don't give it up. You even given Electronic the AWP. Simple's thanking him for the AK-47. Don't often get to see the Electronic AWP, and so I'm all for it.
Yeah, he's just sat back waiting to see if he can spot anyone outside, but it's looking like it's going to be this top site hit again. Boomich keeps them out with that flash. Like, they were about to go, and now they can't. That slowed them down, and that's actually, like, pretty huge for Na'Vi. It's given them an extra few seconds to take this one into
account. That's a ballsy call.
Yeah. I kind of figured everyone would want to stay away from those murderous vents. They get into B, but they don't live to tell the tale. Bit has doubled up. They line up for him. The stars are lined for Bit there. He wasn't even aiming for the guy back in decon. He shoots, and he goes, oh, I got two. Sweet. And so Elian with 25 seconds left to bomb down on B. This is a save if ever you've seen one. But will Boomich let him?
Yes.
Yes. Well, that's fine. You know, it can't all be winners, Boomich. So there's Elian running away. Regardless, Na'Vi are up onto 9, and this game is anything but over.
Yeah, I'm still shocked. They're like, yeah, guys, I think we should vent drop. Like, you know, that's the craziest call all game after what we've seen. But hey, they get away with it temporarily, at least, bit lower, locked in on B, and that's because the smokes came down earlier, right? We had a bit of fakery outside. Electronic may have got aggressive too. I think it was take down Lackey, but then he gave it up. He went back to hell with the AWP. Taken from Simple, and so Na'Vi lost all of that outside info. So you've got to be aware of the possibility. That's what Bit was playing for, and that's the danger of running fake smokes and still ending lower. You know, especially a very well practiced Nuke team like Na'Vi are going to already be on that site. So nice hold from Bit, kind of locks them out. We got door nades. That always gives me a bit of fear. Yeah, someone's in the vent. Boomich goes right down, of course. But he is, oh, okay, no, he was moving away. I'm scarred, man, I'm just scarred. And he wants to leave some scars in the back of Entropiq as well, but they're just holding on, defaulting, waiting around this AWP to find an opening kill. Boomich has come up from secret right now. So if they do go outside with these 3 smokes, it seems like that's the plan. Boomich is one step ahead, ready to stop them in their tracks. Electronic has a flash. Maybe he can throw it over the smoke. Oh, he's actually just smoked red. So if they go for default, or mollied red rather, if they go for default smokes, there might be a gap here now. I think there is, yeah. Well done for Electronic. Great timing. Gap. Oh, there's the flash for Boomich, but it's out a bit early. He won't see Elian with the orb. However, the cross is very difficult now. You're going to have to split this A site.
Yeah, that's been decided for you by Electronic, and he wanted you to come his way. That's almost a lineup, but almost isn't going to cut it in a round like this. Simple tagged, and he does dish damage back the other way.
Careful with that nade.
It's now having a hold. There's like a double ramp setup and a Heaven play. This is perfect from Na'Vi to stop Heaven control getting taken. But for Entropiq, something, you know, the penny looks like it's dropped, and they're going to leave this side of the map entirely.
Oh,
Forrester holds for the rotation back through lobby. You're not going to get away with that so quietly. And now Boomich has got to do the heavy lifting. He does have support from Bit, who's just moved in from ramp, and the timing is good on that. Forrester's Deagle, while it does deliver some kills in the mid-round, he's going to be left saving that AWP. Not the end of the world for Forrester, right? Getting out with a big-ticket item like this orb, and everyone else having the money to buy is all well and good. So
you can see the panic. You can see the fact that Entropiq are trying to patch up these rounds so often. Like they keep changing their mind. They keep getting into positions and doubling back. Like the lobby luck is nice, but even the fact that Simple run through lobby there just shows that Na'Vi know exactly what's going on in all of these rounds. They know when the plan's changing. They know when, you know, Entropiq are, you know, faking up Heaven and then dropping back into Secret. They've got audio cues or they've got to read. And so, yeah, it may look silly when Simple dies there, but even though those alert kills come in, Na'Vi are just padding the B-bomb site. You need A hits, really, at this point, and we've already seen Perfecto warm up in the last A rush, so it's not looking easy. Entropiq are finding out the hard way why Na'Vi are on to a 14 winning streak. Looking to one-up it yet again, not letting their kryptonite continue.
Oh man, how does he hit those? Simple on the smoke fade has removed Forrester from the back of lobby, and he's going through. Oh, that's awkward. Fully blind, and Nickelback has given the entries needed. The confidence gets the better of Simple, and the A site crumbles on the back of it. Now, Nickelback is low. A stray bullet catching him through this smoke would have been enough to entice you for the retake, but with that not happening, and with the money being on the edge for Na'Vi, it's going to be interesting to see if they want to give this a go. They've been very confident so far, so they're going to throw themselves into this. Electronic and Bit, very capable pair of hands, but will they clear these close sight boxes? That's the question. Elian waiting back in the lobby, a shot through the smoke, doesn't do it yet, and will get tagged. He's spammed through the smoke. Nickelback is a little early on his emergence out through Heaven, but there's not time. There physically isn't time for Na'Vi. They might even die to the bomb. Well, Bit certainly will. He is screwed, and Nickelback falls as well. Electronic is the only survivor, but it's still an Entropiq round at the end of the day. It's a little bit awkward there. They're not getting given the fights they were hoping for. It dawns on them a little too late that actually we've kind of bungled this one, right? Coming in far too late to get that retake off.
Yeah, and the bungling for Na'Vi is the first of the half. That's a first round for Entropiq on this T side, and it's the A smash that gets it done, right? The confidence from Simple maybe lets him down, going through the smoke there. If he fired no scope, he might have had it, but he's not to know. They're already out the door. That one's got to hurt for Na'Vi as well. So many things could have gone their way. Even that nade for Electronic that he lobbed on default, if he just bounced, he was trying to stop bomb, right? If he bounced it behind vent off of the hut, he would have killed Nickelback in the 3-on-2, and suddenly Na'Vi are in a very good position, but a lot of things not going to plan. And now Entropiq reinvigorated, re-inspired on this T side. Could be something here after all. They go back to A. They want it once more. And are they going to commit? Yes, Nickelback right out the door again. Boomich sprays him. They could drop Ven. It might be their only option. Hot player's dead. Down we go. But what's below? It's Simple. The bomb may sneak past, but he should know that. Looking to backstab, looking to stop a bomb plant. Forrester doubles back. He's not interested in getting this package in either. And Simple, oh, they both saw each other. He goes back, and Forrester did not expect Simple to be ready. He always seems to be. Lackey lurking lower, and Elian late on the rotate. Oh! Not gonna happen.
Hey, these rounds when Na'Vi are getting them like that, they're just feeling so so well put together.
It's quick, man.
And you know, I mean, you poked the bear on this one, right?
Yeah, you really did.
And I'm no expert, but I do have reason to believe that bears are large animals.
Yeah, they'll bite back. They'll claw you. They'll maul you, Harry.
You know what's scarier than a bear?
What?
Moose. You ever seen the actual size of a moose? They're literally like
large,
6 feet, bro.
Would a moose beat a bear? Surely a bear would claw it. The antlers aren't going to save you from
I know,
the
but
bear's
a moose
claws.
could kill you.
Oh, yeah, I have no doubt, yeah.
Well then, now that we've established that, ekes out for Entropiq. We're talking about Mies, but right now it's an oh dear moment for Entropiq as this scoreline's clawing back for Na'Vi.
Electronic loves these gaps under the smokes, but he's missed every timing. One player will make it down. Nifty door smoke in, and Crad hears the pin pull. He knows where Perfecto plays. Even a bit of main spam as well. Even the door spam. No one is safe from no position. We've got a player in the vent. Do they have their knife out is the question. No, Boom is just looking away. He's going to try and reinforce this A site. Simple found Crad in the corner. Well, they duck lower. They don't know about Nickelback. The possibilities in the back of their mind, but really it's another A split. Elian coming in through main, or he could take the space and wrap fully. No one's here to stop him. Simple is just getting in position. Timing is everything, and Simple's got it, as did Bit up on ramp. 4 on 2. Simple's here to close the show.
Yeah, all bang that. Do the nafly.
Simple's done it many a time as well.
Oh, I know. Lackey is out of there, and I can hardly blame the guy. Going into that ramp hold a bit and Simple. Yeah, I'm good. I'm going to look for solutions elsewhere, but are there solutions to be found?
Or are there just more problems?
It might be the latter. The Deagle will ring out with one, but this A site was not a one-man hold. There's the second. Electronic out from the woodwork has tied this game up at 12-12. Now that was, you know, a low investment round for Entropiq. They actually, you know, managed those couple of openings. That's the reason why it got you believing, right? Crab with that Deagle, really nice opening shot onto Perfecto, wrecked him. But then Bit and Simple are there to pick up the pieces. Now the guns are back out, and Entropiq can feel this game more than slipping away from them. Up on Elliot, you would love for this to be the time for him to find an opener with that.
Oh, finally. We've been waiting for it. Electronic has not done any aggressive rounds, and there it is to find Lackey. His first one, actually, he did do that in the first gun round, but then he got out immediately. This time he sticks around. Simple sees a barrel on top of Silo. He needs to keep cover up, but they could be red already. That's the call for Electronic spamming, drawing attention. Boom is just here. It's the full outside hold. Na'Vi with a read, and it's perfect. Absolutely shutting down Entropiq in the first 20 seconds. It's only Forrester. These rounds getting decided before Entropiq can do what they had in mind. And it's another flawless one for Na'Vi. 11-4 was the half. Look at the comeback. Now in the lead.
It's pretty bonkers, isn't it? And, you know, they were what, 7-0 up at one point on the side of Entropiq?
Yeah.
And then someone bought up the 16-0 dream.
Who did that?
I couldn't tell you, but now Na'Vi, you know, really staking their claim on Nuke. They don't want to lose the win streak to Entropiq. You know, they want to be able to. They've beaten the third best teams in the world on this map, mate. They don't want to fall down in the CIS RMR again, as has sometimes been their kryptonite.
Yeah, for any viewers who just tuned in or haven't been watching from the start, it's something we were talking about earlier. Off this 14-win streak Na'Vi have on the map, the last time they lost was to this exact Entropiq roster back in May at a previous CIS RMR. But now Na'Vi already qualified to the major. They just want to get there as legends. And boy, are they legends, especially if they pull this comeback. 13-12. And Entropiq, have you got much hope left? Have you got much belief in the tank? Another Deco, Tech9's about. But Na'Vi are not worried.
Oh, Boom is.
They got down. Oh, no, they didn't.
No, they
Trapped
didn't.
behind the
No,
vent.
they didn't. They didn't get down.
My goodness.
They didn't get down. He's looking for feet. Boomish is a foot fetish. Ooh, they get down the vent. But is he going to give chase? No, he respects it. He respects it.
Fair
Spams
enough.
the door instead and does remove Crad. Now, even though players got down the vents, you know about that, the bomb is still back in lobby, and it's only Forrester down here towards B. you're maybe getting a bit paranoid as to how many made it down. You know, maybe a second guy was there a little sooner while Boomich was flashed, but they haven't overcompensated for it. Still just one man down on that B site while they've entrusted Simple to hold on to ramp. A couple of missed shots, and these pistols are getting closer, but Simple, ones who often crumble under the pressure, he will finally get vested by the Deeg. That's an AWP retrieved for Lackey. Going to put that in the hands of Elian. Go on, mate. Take your weapon of choice. It's a Dragon Law. Very expensive. And let's try to gimmick something out of this round. Damage at least is what you're telling yourself here. Really, you want more than that.
Yeah, you've had confirmation bits lower as well, so that's the reason not to drop B in this position. Electronic is watching hell from outside, and we have a double A hold. The one round Entropiq have won wasn't A rush, but it wasn't in this position. A very difficult site to take with no utility. They've got a molly and a flashbang. They needed that kill, but without it, Boomich is ready to lock in the round. 14 to 12. It was only eco after all. They make it a bit scary after hunting down Simple, but they'll go nowhere with that AWP. But back to the spawn. This is it now. Do or die. You may have had one round. You need to repeat it. You need something on this T side, or this game is done. The last time they went for a yard take as well, think about that. It was Boomich, Electronic, and Simple all pushing yard. It was all three of them making the read. The calls for Na'Vi, like, again, you're expecting them to win this, but the calls for Na'Vi have been excellent. They've not let that 11-4 deter them at all.
Yeah, I think it would have been all too easy in a way to kind of, you know, get flustered from the 7-0 and like just be in your heads a little bit and go, well, you know, there's not as much riding on this matchup for us as maybe there is for Entropiq and blah, blah. But instead, no, man, they've doubled down on this and they've really looked out for Blood Simple waiting in the vents. And that's making me nervous.
Even for the group, though, right? It's Na'Vi, Spirit, Entropiq are all 2-0 right now. There's only 2 spots into the next stage. So, you know, you're really losing to another team that's 2-0 is really going to make matters worse for Na'Vi. That's why they, you know, there is good reason to believe. Smoke, Spam, and Nickelback still here. He does get that trade, but Simple is right behind.
Yeah, there's that trade, keeping it in the advantage of Na'Vi. Bitter ramp, mate. This guy is a menace, so how many can he get away with? Oh, the answer's none. Now they drop down the ramp. They're not committing to hell. And Perfecto, well, he's left it to Simple, but Elian gets the better of him in the head-to-head. And so finally, Entropiq in a position where they could look to find a round. Boomich will remove one and bring it back to even odds. They don't know about Perfecto, but now he's making noise. He could have, but he hasn't. And so that bomb is down for Entropiq. They're going to try and play around it, looking to retake ramp, but Perfecto is ready for this. Elian tucked in and spotted behind Dark. He doesn't miss those. Boomich knocked out through the wall. It's all on Perfecto. He had a quiet start to this map, and now he's going to try and clutch it out. 1v2. He can't get it over the line. That AWP of Elian, it's fallen silent in these last few times it's been bought out, but not there. That's the Elian we had in the first half of play, and he rears his head once again to find a 13th for Entropiq.
Yeah, that's the first time that Bit has not like escaped down towards B or at least like gotten kills on ramp. That's the difference. Think about every time Entropiq like send a player down lower, they get someone through secret or they get a lurk down vent and Bit stops them and then Entropiq go, nah, we're going back up to top site. Let's wrap heaven. Let's go back, reset lobby. Bit finally dies on ramp and that opens the red carpet there for Entropiq on B. Even Simple gets dropped by that AWP. So yeah, massive round out of Elian, but also the entry onto Bit changed everything. He has not been dying at ramp in this CT side. He has been stellar. And finally falling now makes this game look like a 30-rounder. Electronic are right in front of you. You've got nades out, my friend. Lackey's got a freebie. Quick main split. Doesn't see Perfecto. The smoke covers him for now, but Lackey does find him as he spams through, and Entropiq take that A site for free.
Yeah, this is a save, mate.
Not even close.
Yeah, it's fine. It's simple. I mean, you just shoot him with the 5.7. Yeah, it takes, what, 7 bullets? That's fine.
Oh dear, now we have a bit of money, but the save is obviously just due to the impossibility of the retake.
Not only that, like, it is very important for them to keep these guns around. Like, even if you look at Perfecto, right, dude's broke. He's going to need a drop. One of these guys can do it, and it lets you have another investment. But the scary thing about that investment, Hugo, is now we're going the full 30 rounds. That much is guaranteed. Essentially, Na'Vi are in a spot where if they lose this next round, they're force buying to try and, you know, keep the game from going to Entropiq.
Yeah. They'll have a little bit. They'll have some this and that. They may be able to bring an A1S, 2,900 into that 30th round. But they're not planning for failure, Harry. Who does? Hope for the best, plan for the worst, maybe. But I don't think Na'Vi are in that category right now. They're going for the win right here as a 30-rounder. They did it yesterday to Namiga, who took them the distance just as much. But Na'Vi tried, tested, still want to come out on top. Entropiq, a bit of a second wind in this T side, right? It was quite the streak of Na'Vi to open up 6 in a row before Entropiq found that first A round. And, the only rounds Entropiq have really locked in, 2 of them on that top site with these quick main splits coming out through door fast, and then that one B round where IEM pops off with the AWP.
Yeah, having the big old bank account on, Bit and Simple is really going to help in the long run.
Lucky's bought a Mac 10, but they have money for AK. Is he going to go for the quick vent drop, Harry? Does he have a spawn?
Oh.
Is anyone going to be there to receive? Now, we've seen a bit of a lean away from vents in the past few rounds for obvious reasons, but he doesn't have utility. He only has that door nade. So here we go. Lucky's dropping vent, my friends.
Will he make it? Will he make it?
No one's there to stop him unless they spam.
Let's see, he's running out. Oh,
okay.
It's actually the A commit, and he's just caught out in the open. That is an utter mow down for Na'Vi. It's only Elliot left, and he can't escape. Wow, we're painting this as potential doom and gloom on the horizon, and then they give us that, a full 5 alive, breaks applied to the A rush. They lock it in, and Entropiq are going to be kicking themselves. You try to throw off the pace a little bit.
I mean, no one's blind either. Think about that, right? Because you're going for such a fast rush with 5, you don't even have a player back in spawn throwing rafters, flashes on the roof, like lining up good utility. You're just running outdoor and you're hoping for the best. Maybe there's a flash in the main smoke, but really, Na'Vi have full open seas and open line of sight.
Such a shame, because I think, especially in that first half, like a lot of the decisions out of Entropiq have been great, and they were very, no respect decision-making. They try to go back to it there, but that just looks a little ugly, a little bare bones, and not really what you wanted heading into round 29.
Slower A plays have definitely been better, like doing what Electronic did in that T side where he's like starting behind main, he's waiting for the AWP to rotate out. Now this is a slower A take, but it does look to be the same. Smoke's in A, I don't know where that was for. Maybe the main smoke through rafters didn't work. Either way, Na'Vi wait patiently for this outside control. Electronic, will he get cleared? They might be focused on Simple's AWP, but the smokes have cut him off. Electronic's on his own. He's on an island, and he's dead immediately. Out of water. Just salt. Simple has to back off. Lackey dinked.
Oh, bro, they're going through.
Oh, yeah, what were you hoping for? Get out of there alive in a 4-on-4. They do make it B, and is Bit going to rotate? Because he's stuck on ramp with the AWP right now. Simple could take his position and send someone lower, but the rest of Entropiq are ready to hit A.
Yeah, they're trying to get in the heads, and well, they'll lose them. They'll lose them in over their heads, perhaps. Entropiq lose 2, last-ditch attempt to try and take some ramp control and join up with Nickel back down on the B-bomb site. They don't know about him, so he gets 1 vent kill for free, but now his position's given up, right? Now it becomes maybe clear. Oh my God, they're both looking at the vent. They are both looking at the vent. Brad, first shot misses, you need to deal with Simple, and he can't find him up through the vent. It's them to lock it in. Simple with the double, and now